welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Today I'm back with another video talking about my favorite book tropes, specifically in YA, because I feel like that's a very tropey genre in general. I've already talked extensively about my most hated book tropes slash pet peeves and stuff that annoy me surrounding books in 2 videos. You can go check them out in the info box down below, and then also link one of those in the cards up there. But today I want to talk about some things that are very tropey and very overdone, but that somehow every time I encounter them I still fall for them. Like, they still entice me, they make me excited, and I just love reading about them because they're good tropes in my opinion. So let's get started. The first one I'm a definite sucker for is hate to love relationships. There's just something about a man and a woman like starting off completely hating each other and tearing each other to pieces and being merciless and harsh, and then just like slowly there's this little something that sneaks into their relationship, and then they start to see each other in like different light and whatever, and like fall in love, and I'm like, oh, I adore this. I adore this. One book series that did this really well in my opinion was The Winner's Curse by Marie Rakowski. There's 3 books in this trilogy, and the relationship between, what's their names? I forgot them. Kestrel and Aaron is precisely that. Like, he starts off as her slave, and he like hates her, and then they start to like have feelings for each other, and he's just so so cute. I don't know what it is, but I adore it. The next one that I am always dying to read about is Forbidden Love. Guys, who can deny the fact there's just something so sexy about a love that is not supposed to be? There's something about the sneaking around, about the knowledge that other people would disapprove, like, melts my heart. I will read a forbidden love story if it's done well, like, any day of the week. Not any day, but like occasionally when I'm in the mood for love stories, like, I want a forbidden love story because it's just so special. There's somewhat a forbidden love story in the Dark Days Club series by Alison Goodman. It's never like overly romantic, it's just like hints of it, and it's a slow burning one, which is even better, but it's definitely not an approved match, and it's just so good. The next trope I've mentioned many times before how much I love it, and that is the gender bending trope, specifically women pretending to be men in like a historical setting where women are like frowned upon, or like not considered like full humans, or like not considered equivalent to men or like equal to men. And basically the story always goes like they pretend to be a man, and then like the other men like really value their input and like their intelligence and everything like that, and then it's revealed that she's actually a girl, and they're like, oh my god, women have brains. And then obviously there's a love story in that too, but holy crap, I just you guys, if you have recommendations for books that do this really well and are also simultaneously good books, please leave them in the comments. Oh my god, I want that so bad. One I personally thought that did this trope really well was Arabella of Mars by David D. Levine. Yay! This book in itself is just like wonderful, and it does the gender bending thing so well. And Arabella is such a great main character, like holy shit, girl. The next trope is one that I have a very strong hate-love relationship towards. Basically, because it can be done really well, and then I love it, and it can be done really poorly, and then it's the bane of my existence. And that is miscommunication. I talk about miscommunication in pretty much every single YA book I review because it's basically part of every single YA book I review, but it's not always done right. And when it isn't done right, as I said, it's the worst, but when it is, when there's like this constant toing and froing and back and forth, and like, does he like me? I like him, but like I can't tell him because he did this thing that I interpreted as such, and then he is like the same, and it's just the tensions are high, the stakes are high, love is in the air, but no one can admit to it. I love it. I'm kind of unable to pinpoint right now a specific series where I know that this is done right, because I just like remember, okay, there was miscommunication in this, but I don't specifically remember if I loved it or hated it, like on which side of the scale it fell. But I think that I thought that Stone and Songbird's trilogy thing like did it well. There's a lot of miscommunication between Cecil and Tristan throughout the trilogy, basically. And if I remember correctly, I always felt like it added to the story instead of just being like filler randomness that like was cheap tension making but didn't have really any foundation to it. So I love this series overall anyway, and I think that it did the miscommunication well as well. And the last one isn't really a book trope, I just realized that. But I put it on the list because it's something about books that I like, and that's basically what this video is about. So, you know, I'ma do what I want and just put it in. Specifically, I also want to mention it in this book because I don't know what that is actually called, and I need you guys to educate me. What I mean is when book covers have like a piece of the cover left out at the edge so that the cover is like a little smaller than the first page. Am I making sense? If not, I'm gonna show you. This, for example, is what I mean. Like when book covers have like a strip here that's like missing from the title page. What is that called, you guys? I don't know. I'm so confused. But I love that. I know there's some books though that like where the title page goes to like half, which I think that looks ugly because that's too far. But just like this little thing, like something about that. I love it. Anyway, you guys, please let me know about the last one in the comments down below, and also tell me what are your favorite tropes that you like to read about in books. I know that basically all the tropes I talked about today are like YA related, so you can also let me know if there's like adult book tropes that you particularly love to read about, or even if you don't like them so much, let me know. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back very soon for another video. I will see you then. Have a lovely week. Bye!